Hello and greetings, everybody. Welcome back to Void Campaign with the Star Swordsman Mockman account. We've got a few exciting topics today. One is the series of bugs I've discovered with the Bloom Star Soul. You'll see here, we're going to watch it over again. This one is especially unfortunate for SSM users. If you're familiar with his skill kit, I'll try to go over it at the end, and then I will not do it because I'll forget. But he's supposed to inflict Omen Rift on a third target when he gets his first active skill, and then another target with every active skill he's supposed to inflict Omen of Rift. And you'll notice he's not doing that here. And I believe that might be because there is an issue with the Bloom Star Soul that prevents its infliction, perhaps. I've also noticed that there is a non-zero chance of the Holmes Youngs to dodge. But so if you just watch SSM getting his active skill, you'll notice he only has 2 chase targets here. He should have had 3. And then with his next active skill, he should have 4 total. And he, again, fails to inflict Omen Rift on another enemy. So there is a bug going on with SSM, the Bloom, or both. I'm not sure which quite yet, but hey, it's DH's job to figure out. I'm just the one to point out the problem. Moving along, you'll notice that that Holmes appears to perhaps be stunned mid-dodge. I'm not sure why he's looking that way. But regardless, this is just showing you how these attempts started to look, because I did end up clearing this stage, 10-1-8, and that did put me in the top 11 position in iOS Void Campaign, which was very exciting. Yeah, you'll just see he doesn't inflict Omen Rift there again, so rather concerning. But regardless, this caused several crash outs of mine while I was attempting to do this, because obviously you want your damage dealer to, deal damage properly, especially when you are manually sitting here and watching, because you want to record a clear. And just watching him not do what he's supposed to is really friggin' annoying. But so you can see here, the damage output was definitely there. You can definitely see the clear was possible. If he had started off with a chase on the Valk that remains, it would have been pretty good. So you can at least see that it was possible there. Something else to make note of, the heroes that I have right now, they are such that I do not have the ability to have Plume on any of them. You saw the Holmes just dodge the SSM active skill there, which was incredibly hilarious for me. And by hilarious, I mean absolutely infuriating. You'll also notice, we're going to watch this one again, because it was perhaps one of the closest attempts that I've had to a clear here. You'll notice that round 5, when Valk kills my team, she gets a basic attack off when she has the Root of Confusion, as evidenced by the snake symbol above her head. She is not supposed to be able to get normal basics. That is supposed to be replaced with the Star Soul infliction. It just didn't take effect, which, again, was another one of those hilarious things, of course. But regardless, it is what it is. We almost had the clear. You see the damage is possible, which I do apologize. After all of this happened, I kind of just spammed attempts using my quit out instantly method and eventually cleared it. So I don't have this on footage. So we're just going to have to show the account immediately afterwards. Sorry about that. But it is what it is. I regret it now. If I had known that a clear would have occurred, I would have, of course, deliberately recorded. But I was upset and was blowing off steam, and it worked out. So there's that. So this is just this in isolation. This is the one I sent in to the bug report. If you're in the main official Idle Heroes Discord, you'll see my bug reports that I placed there. I placed 2 of them today, or the day that I'm recording this video anyway. So it works sometimes, it seems, which is not very cool. Same video, it seems. This is what Root of Confusion does. Change the owner's basic attack to deals 1% attack damage to all enemies and restores self 1% attack HP. Invalid on bosses. So what should have happened is Valkyrie should not have killed my team, but she did. Hence, my conclusion is that this is not functioning. This was the sole power distribution I had in order to achieve the speed order, and we will also talk about what the speed order was and the order of operations. I have the clear posted nice and pretty on Discord and multiple places. So you can hit me up there, or like if you're in any of the main Idle Heroes Discords, you can probably just ping Will, and I will be summoned. So there's that. So damage looking nice, round 2. We did need the round 2 kill. We're using Unbending Will here. So the order of operations, I might actually go back in time and look at one of the longer fights. But the order of operations here is we use Wukong, and that frees up the core slot. Because usually if we're using TBB to give the global CC at the start of the fight, we require the TBB core. Using Wukong for that, it decreases the odds that you get complete and total CC, but also it allows me to use the mutated fungus Geester core, which grants a ton of all damage dealt, which actually look at all that damage. My God! All it required was good chase targets. And I also don't recall, I feel like I did mention the plume, how I couldn't use it, but that the clear would be much easier if I were able to, because I would have doves on my team as well, but regardless. There we go. You see the Root of Confusion worked there. It shielded my team from the Valk, but we'll discuss the order of operations here as it occurs. So Wukong stuns. DGN replicates the damage reduction laid out by Melissa, and then SQH attacks, and then Mockman. It's very important that Mockman goes before Wukong, because Wukong in round 2, when he gets an active skill, has a chance to stun again. And with Rui Scepter, that is a very high chance to stun, and he can actually stun the Valks before SSM gets a second active skill off and just toss. So we need that stun to occur after SSM nukes the Valks down, so that Wukong can again control the Holmes Young, but so the Valks are already dead, so that these stuns don't actually reflect back and kill my team. So Wukong is slower than Mockman here. It's especially helpful to have Wukong and not TBB, because TBB's infliction is twice per round, Wukong's is once max. So I can keep Wukong around on the team with Unbending Will, and it actually allows him to serve as a bit of a meat shield there, because with TBB you want her to die instantly, and that's just one less hero who can soak up potential burns. So the odds of survival are actually higher with Wukong, if we assume equal CC effect. You just have an extra hero around, so that's nice. As far as I was able to see, this is the peak possible damage output for my team. MFG again feels weird, but his core is just cracked, so it's quite nice. The only possible change that I might have done is either IEA or Star Alchemist Holmes in for SQH, but I didn't feel like testing because I saw that this setup was already good, and it's a humongous pain in the ass to move stuff around for speed order and such. But yeah, so Star Alchemist Holmes with Perceptual Disorder and attack buffs, or IEA with attribute bonuses and all damage dealt. Leaning towards Star Alchemist Holmes, probably. Both of which are mages who could plausibly hold the plume, which would have been nice and helpful, but regardless. I have no soul symbols, didn't feel like moving stuff around either way, so that's that. This was the team that I deployed, 6.868 billion power, so not totally out of the realm of what's achievable. I feel like this is pretty minimal for those who are up against chapter 10. I know somebody else cleared this stage with a DTB around the same amount of attack, 135-ish. So it's good to see SSM in keeping with what DTVs are doing. Quite cool. Here was the SSM at the time of the clear, a screenshot taken immediately afterward. As I said, I did not record it, unfortunately. I wish I had. 19.7 million attack from the treasure train. That does also include a maxed retro gaming for those who are interested. My position on the leaderboards will actually just log directly into the account right now, I think. This was the stat sheet at the time of the clear. I didn't change anything around. And then this is the stage I'm on currently, which kind of sucks a whole bunch. But it is what it is. Moving on. So what I hear needs to be accomplished for this is, since you have 6 Valks and you don't want to obviously inflict CC because you'll just perish immediately if you get all of them, and their basics are even worse. What I would need to accomplish is getting this maxed to get the 50% dodge chance at the start. And given that I don't have this even one copy to farm the passive stuff, I have just declared that I finished Void Campaign until something else comes out to make this reasonable, because I can't warrant another Star Soul. And if I'm being honest, I can't even warrant the Star Souls I've already got. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. So I'm declaring this was the finish line. This was the final boss, which is worthy final boss. This or 6 Gustins, both horrendously annoying. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, I declare myself having finished Void Campaign until this is reasonable. Um, Top 11 at peak, which is nice. We've got 3 of us stuck on this stage, and then the rest are humongous accounts that I suppose just nuked through or used the dodge Star Soul. And then you'll see tons and tons and tons of people on the one that I just cleared. So I jumped quite a few spots when I cleared 10-1-8 just now. Quite nice. Quite happy with that. I'll show off the heroes just for proof. Same Mockman there. Yeah, I'm saying a lot because I'm improving this. I do still have the S tier. It's just Giant Killer skill damage armor break is just a bit worse than Giant Killer Defier skill damage. And also with the S tier, I wouldn't really be able to make full use of the soul power because comparatively, all my other awakens are relatively small. And therefore, the speed order would become very complicated to make work. So the A tier is extremely useful, I'm finding. I quite like it. Love it a lot. So that'll be that. And then I think what we might do is if I can yap for 6 more minutes, probably I could accomplish that, I reckon. We can actually do a series of hammers just in real time on the S tier. And if I pull that in real time on a video, I would cream my pants. Yes, I would. Lots of creamage going on. But I doubt it because I've been rolling for 7 friggin' months and nothing. That's about 40K CSG wasted on hammers if you are interested in that. So yeah, quite grim. Quite grim. But so here's the team. I showed it before, but we'll show it again. MFG core. We've got SQH for the crit buffs. We've got SSM, the man himself, Melissa for damage reduction. We've got DGN with the Bloom Star Soul, the very buggy one. And the Wukong, of course, the star of the show when it comes to crowd control. Quite nice. The imprints, I could have increased my max theoretical damage a little bit more by removing the crit imprint and using skill damage. The reason I did not do that is because I could not be bothered. I preferred to have the more consistent damage output. You want the very high crit when you're using Unbending Will like I was. So I kept it that way. And if you got a problem with that, bite me. The treasure train over here, I'll show the, there's the attack 19.7. I think I had a screenshot of that too. You can just watch these as we go. I did regretfully try and fail to use the torch strat with the Gaggy. I believe at this point the HP pools are just too significant and too nasty for the torch holy armor strategy to work with the Chaos Bound Spirit Gaggy. It was hilarious and awesome while it did work. I believe my account is too small to make that function currently. So I might pawn off this or keep it around just for funsies. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. But yeah, I could not make Gaggy work, so he will be getting regressed rather soon. Star Alchemist Holmes Young will take his place, I reckon. And then we're just in time because we're going to be getting new Vortex, which you might be able to expect a video on, depending on if I can be bothered to record. New Realms Gate, which we'll see how that goes. 170 was a pain in the ass, probably around Void Campaign Chapter 8 difficulty, so I'm expecting 180 to be, a little bit past that, Chapter 9. I'll show all my hero stuffs and things. This is the precise condition that the account was in whenever I got the clear. So nothing changed. I immediately hopped into making this video after flexing the clear. So we've got DGN was in there. Here's their Awaken. Bam. Bam. Stuff. Things. Cool stuff. SSM. There you go. Quite nice. The lovely twin tenants for our SSM with humongous awakens. Love these to death. We've got the Melissa. I did use Demon Bells instead of Mirrors because that was the only way I could have reliable energy feed, by the way. I prefer Mirror on Melissa most of the time, but I would find that I would whiff the active skills on one or more of my supports. So I went Demon Bells on everybody and took the hit to my speed and soul power that I could have on. So Demon Bells worked out. And you'll notice that we have a very tight gap here. So we had 2502 with Melissa, and then DGN 2483, and then we had SQH 2482, and then we had SSM 2479, and then the other two are extremely slow. We have MFG 2178, and Wukong we needed slower than SSM 2477. So that's how we did it. That's how we accomplished it. Quite cool. Hollow, I did most of. We had a few nasty stages. And then, like, what? Really? like, why? Who? Like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, so I would need a second global damage dealer for that. Maybe I can use the Gaggy strat on this one and just have SSM take the bottom one. But, like, are you jorking me? Like, what is this? Come on. Be real. 30 seconds, we'll have reset. We'll go through. I don't think I can win any attacks. Not that it really matters, but we'll do the swappage around now. We'll buy some hammers, and that'll be a good time. So we'll do this soul gathering statue. We'll take the soul power off and put it back on you so that we can be in PvP mode for now. Also, so that we can hammer this conveniently. So reset just hit, which means Starry Gem Mall, and we'll go in and we'll get ourselves some hammers. Just kidding. No, we won't, apparently, because the hammers are broken. Hammers are gone. No more hammers. We'll see about that. I'm going to force a log out so that you can't see the email address associated with the account. And then we'll do hammers, maybe. Unless they are completely vanished. So let us try one more time, shall we? That's reset. Bam, bam, bam. We got some gems. Starry Gem Mall. There are the hammers. Quite cool. Let us hammer away our S tier. We're looking for a God roll PvP of Twine immunity plus stun immunity, or a cracked quad roll for PvE. See, that looks very cool. If only control immunity were a giant killer. Whatever. Moving along. Nothing. Oh my god! We fucking got it! Holy shit! Holy fuck! Oh my god! Pardon my language, brothers and sisters. Holy shit! Oh, can we improve? Like, I don't know why I'm even using hammers anymore. We got it. I can't believe we did it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't like the other two rolls at all, but oh my god. What a copy. Oh my god. I'm so happy. I'm so overjoyed. We got it. We got it. Stun immunity, twine immunity. It's been 7 months. It's been 7 months since that happened. Norton Haig and Wukong no longer threats. And IHP. Holy shit, brothers and sisters. Oh my fucking. Holy fuck. My god. I'm giddy right now. I can't believe that just happened. Holy fuck. Wow. Okay. I need to stop swearing. We have children around. Oh my god. CI offset's hilarious because of the taunt. Um, and then block I despise. I hate that. I think with like, oh my god, like I obviously can't say no to that, right? Like, oh my god, we'll do PvP later. We'll do PvP later. Like that's it. That's it. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Do I keep it a secret? I don't know. Oh my god. Thank you very much for watching. I love you all. Expect PvP content very soon. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Okay, bye bye.